early. I like some of the stuff that Spirit have. The Disruptor pick at the very beginning, we're kind of going back and forth about it, but it is Miposhka's most played hero. So that's something at the very least. They've got better team fight potential, but the edge is still there. That's kind of one of those ones where we did see what happens when it fell off and wasn't able to get that early game impact. Roger gonna need to make that happen.
Yeah, and let's see if they, I mean, it's a little weird to say this, but let's see where they put the Disruptor, because I don't know if I really want the Disruptor versus the Viper. I think you want to have the Enchantress. The creeps are really effective versus Viper, so maybe you even want to put the Disruptor top, which is like super not traditional, but I think that's just the way you might have to do it, because Disruptor versus the Viper isn't going to, I don't know how much he's going to be able to help. So we'll see if they want to do that.
By the way, that'd be awesome.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
It's here in the arena too. Yeah. That AR stuff, it lives.
Oh, there we go. We're zooming in. So I see 6 tangos. I mean, that kind of looks like offlane items to me, that he's going to be playing in the offlane. He's running into 5. He's dead. Okay.
But look, he got that Thunder Strike off, okay?
At least it's value, even though it got nerfed. One of the abilities, of course, that's why we've been seeing even less Disruptor than before. Glimpse got buffed, but his actual nuke got nerfed. That's one thing that people were really playing around inside the laning phase. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how they do so. It does look like they are putting the edge bottom. That's what I kind of thought.
Already off to the races now.
Who got the first blood? Sorry, really quickly.
Check.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that hurts.
So he'll have a bottle after the first wave. And let's see, the runes, they're gonna get 3 as well.
Well, that's the start that Boom wanted, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And they have my point out. Enchantress is bottom. I think the TA, is he melded in the lane already? Just waiting to get the meld strike onto the Viper?
Yeah, looks like
he's waiting. So he wants to get the double meld, look at the positioning he's in already. So perhaps they can maybe just go for a quick instant kill, but I see 3 heroes down here.
Yeah.
So maybe they catch him off guard.
Tims has Gush ready to go, but FBZ right at the start.
I mean, are they really going to be able to just get Yatoro with this? No, oh my god, this is...
Oh my god, oh no.
Oh, Roger's actually the one who's tanking the poison attack, so Yatoro will survive. Okay.
So, I mean, how much regen? They don't have any salves in this lane.
No, they do not. So, I mean, really clever. I've seen Boom do this a couple of times now, where they start as this aggro and then just either get the first blood and then swap, or just immediately swap. So, really cool stuff. Does mean that top the Doom does get the whole first wave.
Collapse happy about that at the very least. Spirit, this is not the way that you necessarily want it to start. Granted, you know,
he did survive, so that's one big thing. But
well, and it's also TA, right? You can play some catch-up stuff if you need to as the game goes later on. Maybe you get some stacks built up. Yeah,
but you're into, like we said, tough game. Ember Spirit Flame Guard is already going to be hard, even though, you know, on the lane versus Roger is...
Oh, no.
Like, going down.
Yeah, the slow, steady burn down there. Will it quite be enough?
No. Tango was running. Oh, yeah. I think he had all 5 stacks on him, too. Able to survive. But yeah, Yatoro, every time he steps up, it's just, he's laning versus Viper. He might even have to jungle pretty early on at some point in this game. We'll see.
It's not what he wants to have happen for sure, but you know, that's what's going on. And right now, lane's going quite well. On the other sides, at the very least, you've got Doom 7 and 2. You've got DK having a decent time as well. Granted, Yopaj starting with that early bottle getting finished off.
Does he block the hard camp on bottom? Yes, he does. Tims, he just keeps walking into it, body blocking, so there's not going to be that big creep for Roger. He does get an Alpha Wolf. We'll be able to poke a little back toward that Viper, but not going to be able to zone the Viper by any means.
Viper's going to have a good time. Viper having a good time is just sad for everybody, because that hero is so annoying to deal with, particularly when you're playing as the TA.
Yep. Or like DK as well.
So the heroes they have.
Yeah, the heroes that they have. You know, honestly, the heroes that they do have. It was a great last pick, and just it was a tricky one too. That's not expected because the switch up of the tide. But as you mentioned, yep, DK 12 and 6 to the 7-3 of Ember. Okay, I'll have an excellent one.
You see the creep there that the Doom got though. He got the broken one, the super duper broken one, the Mind Stealer.
Oh, he did. Yeah, that's the new OP kind of one in a way. Everyone has infinite mana in the lane, and you're also playing against no mana in the opposing lane because you just keep burning it. I think that's actually like one of the best level. You know, that's a Doom.
Yeah, and with Miposhka just able to... I wonder if he takes a second point in the queue just to spam it out then, since he's got the creep on it.
They left... The Tide keeps walking away from the Viper down here. You can't actually leave him so much. I think this is kind of good, actually, for Spirit. They're able to get a pretty decent amount of farm on the TA. Viper's getting pushed away because the Tider is not staying with him. Pretty big.
Yeah, it does have a creep wave that's coming in now afterwards, so that's going to get it a little bit better for FBZ. But like you said, you know, even anything that you can get here for TA is very nice, since she's probably eventually going to have to head off back to the jungle.
Yeah, eventually she will still get pushed out, and they do actually get the kill on Roger as he steps up too far, and also Miposhka.
A couple more punches, but is it going to be enough? Not quite. Lives through that one, although the creeps could take care of it. Actually, he's ended up dying. He's right down low, and he ends up dying to the
Wraith King,
creeps.
though. Wraith King might also die. Doom is chasing him.
Looking for it. Trying to find it. Doesn't get enough. The mana burn from downtown.
Not quite. But the mana burn is... Look at this. Doom can't do anything. Or, sorry, Wraith King can't do anything. He can't summon skeletons. He can't stun. Constantly just getting burned down. That is frustrating to play against.
Yeah, the skeletons did manage to kill Miposhka there. Still showing the strength that they have.
Yep.
But comes back in, throws out the Thunderstrike. Scam immediately has to run away.
This is kind of broken, actually. Yeah, Jackie just cannot lane. This Doom is going to get free farm. DK looks like he's getting free farm. So even though TA is getting shut down, it's 2 lanes going very well for Spirit.
And again, like, the fact that 1, the camp wasn't blocked, but 2, they also were able to get that creep spawning, right?
Oh, Miposhka, he's going to go down. The Mango popped onto the Wraith King just enough. 1 or 2 more taps.
South? No, not going to do it.
Burned his mana too, just so he couldn't Shikuchi, but yeah, touch up the hill.
5-minute mark coming up now. Roger killing characters because he's out farming this jungle
He has to play just not in the lane. He's just playing his own farm game because look where TA is. Viper is a full free lane, and TA has to completely jungle, as we kind of expected to happen.
I'm kind of curious if Roger's going to make a move with this. You've got the 5-minute mark catapult coming out. He's got the creeps.
He does have the creep pushing.
The rally could be kind of interesting. Yeah, he's running mid. I really like this play if Roger can make it work.
This is hype.
This would be super cool.
Because you can even get a secondary. You can think about getting a secondary control for him. So you can get the net after the stun.
And they're going to make this move on over. Yopaj.
Oh, he's level 5.
Yeah,
and there it is.
Flame guard and pop it. The stun. Look at the creeps. They're going to do so much damage to him. Yopaj gets torn apart.
Tower's going to die in no time, too.
Yeah, they actually are in a ton of trouble. They want to make sure that they get the rally on the catapult, though, here. And as all of the skeletons are going to start to get that damage on, they move in range, and all these creeps are going to get a huge boost up in damage. Like, look at everything. Stacking up that damage, hitting on.
Scamming. He's going to die as well.
Afterwards, they're bringing everybody. They have to stop this because that tower is dropping so quickly. This catapult. Yeah, eventually they move on in, but look at how much damage that was.
And Scam actually survives. Gets the tango eaten. He was ticking down to the DK poison. Roger will go down. But yeah, tower nearly dies. They show back bottom, and Poshka's here as well.
BZ pushing that one out, and Kataro but able to make a life for himself. Like you talked about, that Tide leaving, having to head towards the mid lane, that sets up the TA to have a little bit of a better time. TP rotation coming in now.
This could be enough to go for the kill, as also Collapse pressuring top.
Level 6.
Doom's the weak. I mean, Collapse is...
Oh, he's
2v1. Look at him go.
He's not that afraid. Although, does he need to watch out for the dive coming? Looks for it. Can't quite.
Collapse gets that big swing.
Has been
final touch and finish, and walks away afterwards.
Loses his courier, but gets his item before it does die.
All right, Roger's doing a lot better here on this edge this game around, at least. Feels like he's been able to make some solid plays.
Oh, almost again. Yeah, the collapse on mid was perfectly timed. As the DK's hitting 6, Ember was still only 5. Catapult was coming in. Yeah, picture perfect. Is now Roger. Gonna make them work for this one. They're gonna have to chase. Yeah, Yopaj is like, nah, that's not worth it.
No, and in fact, there's just 3 heroes around him. Roger chased down, does have TP, but not gonna opt. Oh, doesn't have TP, excuse me. Those scams.
Yeah, still dies way too quickly anyway to all that minus armor. Still quite fragile. Tokyo though. Bolts back up. Time to knock on the tower, and yeah, very likely to get it put in deny range or just take it out completely.
Very nice. 7 minutes in.
Dire's courier
Scam
has been killed.
Tim's hang out mid and don't give it to him for free.
Roger just got another courier with his screen.
What? That's crazy.
What? Is that 2 or 3? I think he's got 2 for now. I believe he almost got the 3rd. If I was honest. Quite a bit of couriers.
Much better start to this game than I might have anticipated as they make the TP rotation. Toronto, Tokyo.
This mana burn is really causing problems for Jackie. Like infinite mana Doom, just continually running at him, just putting down to 0. Yeah, it's another tower just getting knocked on. And Miposhka, he's actually been the one who's taken the bottom lane completely. He's gonna have a very early level 6 on this disruptor.
Scam, mana burns, can't get out of there. Kietsukuchi, he's dead. Collapse, trying to survive through this one. Will they have enough damage to finish him off? No. And Roger takes off the bug, but will eventually get finished off.
Push good. 5.5. Bottom Jackie set up to push. Skeleton summon.
Yeah, they took that mid tower now as well.
Oh yeah, didn't even get denied, huh?
No. So bottom, they lose mid for bottom. And Miposhka still trying to soak up experience down bottom here to get towards that level 6 ulti. 9 minutes.
I mean, Collapse smoked out of base. Look at that. He really wants to just get down here. Maybe he has a Doom. He can go for the kill on the Viper.
Yeah, and there it is. Yep. Immediately out. Got him caught. And Jackie's just going to leave him to the Wolves. So they find another kill. Collapse having a very good game on this Doom. And Weaver also dies.
Well, oh god, they're getting so much on the map. He tried to invade into triangle, I guess. All right. Yeah, this Doom is a problem. There is a reason why we did see that Tidehunter move to the 4 position, because they did start picking too many counters versus it that disrupted the Doom. That's why we saw Boom move it to that 4. But yeah, this Doom is really problematic. Look how tanky he is too. Like just phase boots plus Devour. Look at his armor. Since Devour, of course, people who don't know, Devour hasn't changed. Provide you that armor now.
It's kind of crazy how strong that stuff is.
Yeah.
And again, like just seeing the power, like Wraith King's probably going to have to go into potentially a shard in this game if they keep this. I mean, eventually Collapse is going to want the stomp, but it's a problem as Manny just keeps on getting burned like that.
Yeah, it's frustrating. A lane that he thought was probably going to go a bit better, but Doom got more than full free farm, even getting some kills. And towers, 2 of them taken out for the side of Spirit already, so good injection of gold. And yeah, feeling comfortable, especially because now they can feel a little bit more relaxed where the TA is able to farm some ancient stacks, and that's when the TA fully catches up.
Their backs up against the wall. Team Spirit needing to get a win here to keep their hopes of staying in this tournament alive. And so far, so good for the TI champs. Boom, up on the high ground, waiting for Miposhka to step too far forward. He's being a little bit of a barrier between the team and his Dragon Knight.
Yeah, I think it's huge. Like, I think Spirit came out a lot further ahead in the lanes than I thought they would have, just because of that Viper versus TA matchup. The way that they did it was perfect. Just the TA not really playing the lane. He's now ahead of the Viper, so that tells the whole tale how well they did play around it.
Armlet coming up soon for Jackie. I mean, that is the other answer that they've got eventually. Like, yeah, annoying to deal with the mana burn in the laning stage, but still a good answer for the Doom. A very strong hero nowadays.
This Doom is likely to get what? His BKB super early, his BKB and his Blink Dagger. He's just going to be able to run it and pick and choose his targets. And likely, like, he's just going to Doom the Ember Spear and the Viper most of the time in these fights. The Disruptor's going to have the job of going for the Static Storm on Tide and Ember.
Oh, and the smoke breaks there.
Oh, and the trap slow.
That was really good.
Slows him before he gets the Remnant out, so the Remnant's really slow.
They have Static Storm now, if they want to go for this.
3K lead.
Great start for Team Spirit, and the Auto can just sit there mid and doesn't have to worry about anything. Jackie's getting mana burn, they're getting farm on the Doom. Like, you can do what you want, but pull him back in. The Static Storm, he's done. Wants to walk in and get a Ravage off, or just go for the Anchor Smash and realize you can't get anything done afterwards. So, 3,000 gold lead, popping Dragon form now. Everything going the way of Team Spirit, and don't really have an answer. Walk-in stun comes out too late. Oh, actually, Remnant's through.
He has a haste rune. He's gonna be forced to use it.
Oh wait, the enchant.
Can he get the dispel? It's too far to the place.
And
nice slay.
Oh, really well done.
Just with the slight, he dodged it. That was beautiful.
Ember's crazy. How is this hero balanced? Like,
I mean, there's so many little tricks and stuff too with the hero. Like, there's one really crazy one that he can only, while you're remnanting, you can only slight to the right.
Oh yeah.
There's like, if you do the slight while you're mid remnant, you can only do it facing right. You can't do it facing left. Just doesn't allow you to cast it. There's so many little nitpicky tricks that a lot of these players do know, as we saw there. Of course, the slight really nice is Tokyo. A few seconds left on his ult, but it's the Wraith King. Yeah, not the target he wanted.
They're not going to go for it. Yeah, Yopaj, I mean, this has been his hero for so long. Takes a big chan hit there. But I remember a couple of his, like, remnanting through and getting Aegis steals, all this stuff. He's always been really good on it. Miposhka, no static storm for 10 seconds. Collapse hanging out nearby him, maybe going to take that bug off. He chased in with all those heroes and can't catch onto little Miposhka.
Wow. Not wanting to expend the Ravage. Now Disruptor, though. Once you overchase and then you don't get the kill, you can get glimpsed back. Gotta be careful.
And look at all these heroes. Like the mini-map down there, it's everybody from Boom on the bottom side, and the entire map is being farmed out by TSpirit. Just immaculate play.
Do you see which creep Doom actually took? He took the Purge creep, so Flame Guard, he can just dispel it inside of the fights. Roger will go down, but yeah, this Purge creep is, I think, something that has always been one of the more broken creeps. Is how much you can actually do it. It is expensive. One thing we do have to, of course, talk about, but...
Jump in stun. The smoke was heading up to the top side, but they caught him on the other angle, and BKB already collapsed in silence. FBZ in trouble, going to fall most likely to this doom. Slow and steady, they burn him down. Still have that ulti if they want to use it. Miposhka getting chased in. Does he manage to get out of there? Yopaj chase and slowed and hides off to the side, but it wasn't quite going to be enough. Now Collapse still hanging on to that doom, and they won't chase him any further, it looks like.
And Tokyo going out with just the sliver of HP as well, too. Things continue to go in Spirit's favor. All 3 cores, top of the net worth. Even their Enchantress having a pretty decent time in a Ravage. And only ends up getting a Disruptor. And oh
my god, this guy's Yopaj loses his mind and walks right into a heck of a big doom, but going for a deny possibly there. Can they get it in time? Not gonna happen. Scam wanted it to happen, and Collapse might end up paying the price. Can they get the final touch onto him? Bugs go out, not quite gonna be there.
Doesn't hit him.
They dodge away the heal coming from Roger the whole time through, and now Scam gonna try and get out of there. Tim has an angle on the gush, but they won't be able to go for it.
And the Clips?
They pull him back again. Why not? This is gonna get chased down. The weirdest fight ever. I don't know why Yopaj went in right there, but regardless, TSpirit take a huge victory.
I think he just didn't know that they were there. He was just jumping back to his Remnant and just lands right on top of him. That disarm creep actually almost got the Doom killed. It disarmed the Enchantress for 3 seconds, and he couldn't impetus, so he was beating on the tide. That was actually really close for a second. These small creeps. How frustrating. There's another one, yeah. 4K lead, continuing to have perfectly effective Dooms, every single one.
It feels like it's almost been off cooldown. Like every time it's up, they're making a play happen.
Yep. Blink Dagger on Tokyo. Did he just ult a creep?
You know.
He ulted a creep.
That's how it happens sometimes. Although it might still be enough damage. They're doing so much.
They still got him.
Scam. And Roger also going to go down. All right, Boom have had enough of their shenanigans going in for this mid-tier 1 tower.
I was like, where the hell did the ult go? Like, did he dodge it? I was like, wait, what? He can't dodge it. That was a little weird. But anyway, yeah, they got the kill. We see that break coming into play too. High magic damage, and now perhaps able to turn it into a full tower. Don't know if Spirit can react. They did use a lot before to get the kill, but Slaps just continues to find these grabs.
They go in, and yeah, he found an opening there. Tim's chasing forward. Kraken Shell takes it off. Well, Yadro is still just farming on the other side, chased down by FBZ, but slowed down on the other side of it.
Level 13 on already with the Deso Dragon. He's pretty damn huge. They could look to force a Roche pretty soon. I think now is the moments where Boom has to be a bit cautious how they use their ults. Just because if they make one mistake with the ults,
that creep, he never saw it coming.
He died. He got that farm. Actually, does he even get the last hit on the creep? Oh, Yopaj stole it.
Stole the creep.
Look at that.
That's how it goes sometimes. Yeah. All for Yopaj.
Yeah, big moves, and I'm gonna keep eyes on Ravage. I think if they expend a Ravage in a bad spot, immediately when like TSpirit, if they do die or whenever they do respawn right afterwards, it's gonna be a straight run to Roche. They could even sneak it. That's the thing too, is Enchantress plus TA could actually just duo it as well too. So I think Boom has to play around this area, keep looking for kills onto TA.
Yadro, he sees him coming, but the jump forward is there. Can they do anything to stop this? It's hard. Skip, he ends up falling right there. The time lapse gets him away, and yeah, they take him down 1 by 1. So 2 dead.
That's exactly what that's the way you can use the Ravage to get the TA. Now you can still play around this area. You still need to keep tabs around that Roshan for when they do respawn, but a big hit. They're pretty much fully back in the game. The Doom is enormous, but now they're getting their Wraith King into a nice and comfortable spot with his Blink Dagger and Armlet. They can keep looking for aggressive plays. Doom is back up. Collapse.
He just is so free to do what he wants in this game, but has he gone too far? Finally, bugs are out. BKB.
Oh, he got baited!
He got it, no! Dude, Yopaj on one right there. And Collapse, yeah, that's the face of somebody that just put the Doom on the illusion as they managed to find themselves another pickoff. Miposhka goes down.
Oh, what a bait by Yopaj. Just throws the illusion in front of him.
This guy's pretty good.
Now no Doom. Now it's like, okay, now we can't actually go for that rush because they have the area control, and they're gonna have their Ravage back up. That's a big one. Having Doom used there, the next fight they're gonna have Ravage up. When Doom comes up, they're gonna be able to take the fight head on anyway.
Really solid stuff. Yeah, it feels like they're gonna need to find the Static Storm maybe and use the Doom on the Ember, but yeah, knew it was coming, waited for it, and well, got the immediate Doom out there onto the illusion. Felt real sheepish about it.
Yeah, Collapse knows as soon as the first tick of the Infernal Blade.
Scam playing aggro. Boom. Maybe looking for a fight. I mean, this is all under vision.
They're broken.
They have everything. They
They're both
see it
broken.
all. Cam's moving in afterwards. They're going to try and TP out. They do manage to escape, but that ward catching everybody. Poshka, Yadaro will manage to back out. But look at the last couple of minutes, how much the gold lead has changed.
It's been really good team movement. Really, the macro game from Bloom has been perfect. Viper gets a double break as well there too onto the DK and Enchantress, so both almost get taken out. And Poshka, he's trying to salvage like the air division area. Like Bloom is just moving too fast, controlling these areas.
They'll run into him again. 50 seconds. Still Doom is up. Does get the Swift Stomp afterwards onto Skem. And do they want to play aggro? Skem brought down again. Blade, slowed, Poshka gets all the vision in the world and collapse down low. They don't have enough.
Wow,
they're playing so well.
They are playing so well around everything here. Now,
got blink
on the, a blink on the 4-position Tide at not too bad of a time, pre-20 minutes. And, he does have a Philosopher's Stone, definitely helps a tiny bit. Only been there for like 2 minutes, so not too much, but. Hyperstone finished up on Jackie. He's fully recovered, level 14. Yeah, they're 3 level 14 cores. It's pretty much similar on TSpirit, but look at the scores of the 2 supports on TSpirit. They have 13 deaths between the 2.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, 13 of the 16. So that's actually quite a good thing, I guess you could say, because it's not the cores who are eating all those deaths, but those kills do start to add up, of course.
Right. Well, and the other thing is you've got this really interesting, like, 3 scaling type cores going on. Did you see the build that Viper's been going for? Dragonlance, Sant, and Yasha.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to have some damage.
I was going to say, once he gets, if he's able to ever get, like, a Scotty, that's where the game feels like it's absolutely impossible. TA and DK, you cannot even play the game if his Viper gets that big. So I actually really like that he's going for scaling build rather than going for any type of, like, Greaves or, I mean, you know, Atos, I guess, yeah, the Gleipnir kind of stuff. That could have actually worked, but I like that he's doing this. Especially into, like, Doom, he's going to be so damn tanky.
Well, they're going to move out again, try and scout things, and this has felt like the big differential is, the vision that Doom is playing around. Yadaro tries to get out of there. The bugs spot him. Boom, they're still hunting. They're ready for a fight right now if they want to.
They're the ones who want to be the aggressors, because once you start playing defensively, as we've talked about a lot versus Disruptor, that's where he thrives, right? You start getting these catches, but if they're the aggressors, they keep just chasing in. Spirit doesn't really have anything to halt them. They're starting to get a bit far behind on the DK in particular.
Yeah, he needs to keep that momentum going for Toronto Tokyo.
Really
gets a BKB.
Yeah, he needs the BKB or he's just food. Like the Ember Spirit and the Viper they do way too much magic damage. They shred him in no time.
They're getting close to that. That will be a big timing, but you know, TA not becoming contagious and that Lincoln Sphere, that is really good.
Yeah, already picked up on the Ember Spirit. Another great pickup. They're preparing themselves. Like they're gonna have a really good window here.
And it hasn't been revealed yet. Jackie, if I'm a Poshka, done. So they still don't know about this Lincoln's yet. Blink out. Now they're going to see it. Yopaj on the side. Beautiful performance of Toronto Tokyo. The BKB is going to take a little longer to get over there.
They have such easy ways to catch. Just Light Chains, Blink Tide now, Blink Wraith King. On the sides of Spirit, it's just starting to feel like they don't have the same forms of catch and control. Always getting ran at, always under. I know it just feels like they're the ones under the vision. Even though Spirit's actually the one with TA, it feels like it's just boom all over the place with that vision game.
A really impressive showing here.
Yep.
And this team, I mean, you look at sort of how they've grown and playing around, just an immaculate performance so far from Yopaj and everybody else. FDZ, they've all had standout games. We'll have to see what the answer is for TSpirit here. They're
getting a gem. That looks like it's an attempt at an answer from Poshka. I think they're starting to be like, how do they know where we are? How do they know all of our movements?
Yeah.
How are they always getting these perfect jumps on us? So yeah, gem picked up from Poshka. Gonna take out this ward, but it's done its damage.
On the other side as well.
He's scared to actually make the way down. They don't have much information on the map at the moment.
No. Over there as well, they placed down some more wards around where the Roche fight is likely going to take place, but they find him again, Collapse, off in the jungle, farming away, slow down BKB TP out. Should get him out of there. My God, that was scary though.
The bugs, his armor.
Yeah, that's a dangerous one.
If he was not digesting the creep at that moment, he would have been dead. But you usually aren't just digesting.
So, very close amongst all of the cores. You look at the differential in net worth, and it's only about 3,000 between the top and the bottom of the cores.
But you're really feeling that power from Boom, right? I think they have the AC finished up on the Wraith King, so this Desolator on the TA is not going to be as effective as we've seen it. They're looking for a kill before they go for the Roche.
Dude, how did they keep on having all this vision? They got a gem on TSpirit, but they haven't been able to clean everything out yet. They just haven't had an opportunity. That
Yopaj is he's ready to go. Like, as soon as they see it, oh my God.
The Ravage, it catches on the boat! Just like that, they didn't stand a chance. The BKB from Yadaro, but will it be enough? Tim's drops down, and that's a good separation. On the other side, though, they look for more. The gem is on the ground, and Collapse also, he's under the ground.
This game is just completely gotten out of control, and now they lose the gem, so the TA traps, everything gonna be taken out. Boom has blown this game wide open, have just complete control of the game.
This is so impressive. I mean, again, like this team, they come on in, they absolutely wreck here. They went perfect in the group stages, got one little hit down to knock them to the lower bracket, and haven't looked back once.
Yeah, and the thing is too is like it's not like Spirit has the lineup that outscales them either by any means, especially with the way that they're building. The Viper, as you mentioned earlier, going for this full kind of carry build too. Wraith King's got all he needs. I mean, they're all queuing up Scotty now too. Like Wraith King even too. He's like, I'm playing versus DK TA. Yeah. I reduced the healing from the DK. I slowed through BKB. Playing versus TA, it's double effectiveness pretty much versus those ranged heroes. So if he wants to go for it, it makes sense.
Can they do this here, though?
Can they go for this?
I don't know.
Boom's already here.
I don't know. This is not going to work. And, well, Static Storm down. Yadaro tries to turn. Wants to get some kills. The Psyblade action that's coming in play. They burn through one life, but can they do any more afterwards? Collapse. He's caught to the side now, too. Wants to run away. But, boom, there is nothing to run away from. They're all there. They're surrounded him. Collapse is going to drop also. Just immaculate performance from Boom.
These guys are good. These guys just they're reading the map. I don't know how they're reading it so well. They're making the moves before even Spirit sets up the moves to go for these gank plays. They already had the numbers there. And how many kills and just successful moves in a row does it feel like it's been? I don't know, 15 or something like that, where it doesn't even feel like Spirit's gotten a rebuttal.
Yeah, and like that's a century worth. Like that's
this game's over.
It's completely over.
There's nothing that TSpirit can do anymore.
Are under attack.
Well, Boom, they came on in. They took game number 1, and it did not look that hard, and it is not looking that much different in game number 2 here. As TSpirit, they just weren't ready for the pace at which they're playing. Like you talked about, the vision that they had, and the reading of the map, just on another level, literally on another level.
To break the Lincolns, to get the Glyphs.
Okay, Yopaj,
he's got the
stun, not gonna happen. One little impetus hit is all they can put on to Yopaj.
And now, yeah, it's the game of where it's the mistakes, right? Game of mistakes, it's up to Boom to throw, and I don't even know how many high ground dives it would take, because their lineup, it scales so well. They have so many ways to cover each other too, and yeah, Spirit's just, their damage is lackluster.
It's really impressive, because this is about the same time last game when the similar stuff happened. And Boom, once they hit that switch, it's all aggression, it's all outgoing, and they have the heroes that they can maybe even try and like keep this pressure on, start taking down the rest of the towers.
Absolutely. I think, just keep going. They have nothing to worry about in this game. They have the gem, so they have full map control. We can bring up that vision if you want of the Radiant, so you can see how sad Spirit's map looks. They can't see anything. They have no traps really on. They have like 4 traps on the map, which is actually not too bad, because now they're playing at the gem, but Boom is just completely controlling the map, completely controlling everything, and it's all about objectives now at this point for them.
Yeah, tier 2 tower down in the mid. They see everything as Boom are going to also pressure up top. Still 2 minutes left on this Aegis for Yopaj. And the moment, at the very least, Spirit need to deal with some more skeletons, knocking on their high ground, propping the drums. FPZ hits from low ground. I mean, what are you going to do? There's nothing. They finally show back up with Miposhka. Collapse, looking for maybe a wraparound or something, or just going to cut the creep wave. Not sure.
He needs to go back.
Yeah.
I need 2 sets of racks. It's going to be too much for them to deal with anyway. Let's see how they do if they try to take a fight.
Jumps in, stun is there. What's the follow-up? They need something, and they need a whole lot more. He's down to about a quarter HP. Jackie will fall once. Can they do it again now? Collapse, they jump in with the Ember, trying to find a kill there. Yadro, they do actually onto that Wraith King for a second life, but they don't have any follow-up.
He just walks away.
Oh, that one hurts. And boom, they can just wait this out. Now with no Doom, they can come back for round 2.
He can just wait. Oh, look, a DD top. He's going to heal up these creeps, though, in the meantime. And they can reset. 40 seconds, go reset, and then go for it again. And he did actually pick up the Scotty, as we were talking about on the Wraith King as well. If he wants to also on the Viper, I'm fine with it. As we said, amazing item this game versus the 2 cores, even all 3 cores of the side of Spirit.
Boom, smoke up, and there it is. Ready to run in.
Yep.
What is the answer for Team Spirit? I mean, they've got to know that more aggression is coming their way.
How long on that Wraith King ult? That's probably what they're waiting just slightly on. 15 seconds. Yeah, they're good to go. Oh, it's Miposhka. He just bought back. Oh, no, Miposhka. 60 seconds. He just walked out. He just was like, let me get a ward out. Oh, no.
Yeah, and that's going to be a second lane of racks.
Oh, man. Wow, boom.
What an absolutely stellar performance from these guys. They got a butterfly now done on the Viper. This is completely a spanking. It's just gone on the entire game, it feels like. And it was looking fairly okay for Team Spirit, but now, boom, there is one hero from Team Spirit in their base, and it's just Roger, the poor old Enchantress, saying, yeah, I'll stop him, don't worry.
They're just watching.
Their force goes down.
They're just ending. Really, okay, you don't want to GG out? You know, we'll make you.
Go on. CG called, and Team Spirit, without even a chance to get a fight, they're going to be brought down by Boom. One celebratory Ravage as Boom are going to be playing on the final day.
Damn. All right.